but it was just like a lot of pointless walking.
Was there a
Kelsey.
lot of Mr. Matheson? Good to see you. Matheson, good to see you. A lot of that going on.
That's what he likes to do. He likes to talk to
it.
people when he goes.
Yes.
And you have the usual?
I try to be friendly. It's like a Cheers thing.
And it's good people watching. I like going to the mall too. If you just want to walk around a little bit. And Freeziac.
Yes.
Boom. Good way to start the day even. So outside, guys, I have some boring news, I guess, but that's always good news in the world of traffic. Seeing green, that's all we need to know before you head out the door at this hour. I'll have another update coming up in about 10 minutes, and I'll be telling you who, according to a study, is most likely to fall asleep behind the wheel. Let's get now to Keith Marler and talk about everyone. Well, having the temperatures a little warmer this morning will be good for traffic. Yesterday, we did have a few spin-out crashes, possibly due to some patchy ice out there, some black ice, just due to a little moisture from exhaust melting onto the roadway. Today, we are having some better conditions than yesterday, and even much better than the day before that. Right now, 35E at Maryland Avenue, southbound traffic continuing to build. We're lighting up those roadways with our headlights, but still just starting it out. 35E at Yankee Doodle Road. This is down in Eagan. We have traffic in both directions building, but so far no major slowdowns to report. No crashes at this hour. We're looking over to Highway 55 near South Shore Drive, where earlier this morning there was a report of a grass fire, but we never really saw anything in the jam cam, so it looks like business as usual as you travel over here. More at risk for drowsy driving. AAA Safety has this report saying it's the young. Motorists aged 16 to 24 are more likely to drive while drowsy. And a startling fact, drowsy driving is a factor in an estimated 1 in 6 fatal crashes in the U.S. So definitely don't want to get behind the wheel if you're feeling sleepy. Guys.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Just to report, so we don't have any areas where you'd have any unexpected delays today unless you run into a little construction. But the good news is a lot of construction projects are wrapping up. In fact, the city of Minneapolis is tweeting that Minneapolis tackles nearly 70 miles of city streets during the 2012 construction season, and the majority of that all wrapped up and out of your way even before we actually have snow sitting on the ground in any permanent fashion. Checking out a few other spots out there. What are we looking at? Well, some pretty easygoing driving in between the two downtowns at this hour. Let's look at 94 at the junction of 280, where we have levels building, but we're seeing plenty of headlights without the stoplights, or excuse me, the brake lights that we don't like to see. That's always a sign of slowdown. Today is actually going to help us because it appeared maybe a few black ice patches out there that caught a few people off guard. We had some spin out crashes, and that's usually a good indicator of some trouble with the slick factor. So today, an improvement. On the south side of town, we continue to see drivers adjust to the new configuration at 169 494, so each day gets a little bit easier. Passing through this intersection, the backups into Shakopee have started to decrease, and on the north side of town we do see traffic levels building. No slowdowns yet, although 65 we're already seeing some slowdowns there at those stoplights, but that's pretty typical. I'll be standing by letting you know if anything out of the ordinary happens, but so far so good, guys, on this Wednesday morning.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you, Kelsey.
The Fox 9 Morning News continues now. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Kelsey Sobey. We've made it halfway through our work week already, so good for you. We're checking out our roadways where we're seeing a lot of what was once some overnight construction, now a bunch of free-flowing traffic. I like this tweet from Mark Myers saying, Minnesota's 4 seasons. Almost winter, winter, still winter, and road construction. Well, right now, Mark, I would say we're probably in the almost winter phase and wrapping up that construction. So here we go. 35W at 50th Street, we see traffic continuing to build, especially in that northbound side heading toward Minneapolis. But the overnight construction going around in this area has all been cleared away, as you can see. And over to 94 at Mounds Boulevard, this is another area where we've been having some overnight construction this week. All of this usually starting at around 8 p.m. and lifting by 5 a.m. This stretch of 94 affected was between Mounds Boulevard and 35E. And 52, where we had some overnight restrictions as well near Concord Street. Good to see some of these projects making some progress and hopefully wrapping up very soon, maybe even before. Good signs out there, some building traffic, 35W and 94 in Rogers and even on 169, but the overall picture looking good. We're crash free. Let's hope we keep it that way. We'll see you back here in just a first start to our day is going to help road conditions. Yesterday, we did seem to have some icy patches here and there due to the cold temperatures. Some of that exhaust maybe even freezing to the roadway because we did have a few spin out crashes. This morning, so far, we are crash free. Let's hope we keep it that way. Right now, we're looking at Highway 100 at County Road 81. So up as you're traveling southbound toward the Crystal Robbinsdale area today, a better drive for you after yesterday. We had traffic so backed up. We were seeing slow moving traffic, even 694, 94 trying to merge onto Highway 100, so an improvement we can look forward to today. Looking at 35E, those of you traveling into St. Paul, you're seeing heavy traffic coming from the north as you travel southbound. Here's a view from Larpenteur Avenue. And if you're traveling into St. Paul coming from the east, westbound traffic here still flowing along, but you get a little west of McKnight Road. And we are, that green here in 694 has been well deserved. Earned, you might say. Single file traffic between 61 and 5 for several months really slowed us down. We're enjoying now some easygoing conditions. 35E southbound through White Bear Lake, 35W southbound from Lionel Lakes down through Shoreview into Arden Hills. We do see some traffic getting heavy enough where we have those speeds reduced. Same goes for the Northwest Metro. Those of you traveling 94, we do see eastbound traffic slowing near Highway 241 in St. Michael and then coming into Rogers slowing again, only to break up into the Maple Grove area. So we don't have a lot of big trouble spots out there, a lot of typical traffic patterns, and we're happy it's not snowing, and we're happy it's a little warmer, so no icy patches. Should be a good drive if you're about to head out the door. Guys?
All right, thank you, Kelsey.
Well, we started off our Wednesday, a big improvement over Tuesday, a huge improvement over Monday. We actually just had the report of our first crash of the morning commute for this Wednesday, so if you're about to head out the door, you probably won't run into any situations you maybe weren't expecting. Traffic you'll have, yes, but the road conditions working well, working in your favor, warmer today, so we're not seeing some slick patches here and there that I think caused a few spin-out crashes yesterday. This is a look at the junction of 394 and Highway 100. I mentioned that one crash out there, the first of the morning rush today so far, 694 westbound, forced to slow a bit as you pass by this crash that happened near Rice Street, but we don't have any huge backups yet. Of course, stay tuned. I'll let you know if things do change, and I think a lot of you can appreciate this tweet from Colin Hanks. Rest assured, if there is a route from point A to point B with the most road construction possible, chances are I will unknowingly choose it. Sometimes you probably feel like that. The good news is Minneapolis announcing it has wrapped up its road construction for this season. A lot of areas doing that. So as we creep to visually to see how traffic is going in your area, we do see those backups 694 now starting. Again, that's westbound right toward Rice Street in the Shoreview area where that crash occurred. 35 east southbound, some heavy traffic coming to St. Paul. That actually got underway in the 6 o'clock hour. 94 westbound, we have that traffic starting to get backed up around McKnight Road. A little farther to the northwest, some patchy congestion coming in from Monticello toward Rogers, then easing up as you go to the Maple Grove area, south side of town. Still just seeing those levels building. Not surprising to see that 35W 169 northbound are leading the way in those congestion type situations. That is all for now from the world of traffic, but coming up, guys, I'll tell you which group of people is most likely to fall asleep behind the wheel. That's coming up.
All right.
And it is Wednesday. You're waking up with Fox 9 Morning News. I'm Kelsey Sobey, and as I often do, I'm checking out the roadways, letting you know where you want to avoid. And today, not as many spots you have to stay away from as we saw yesterday. We had a lot of different crashes yesterday, some of them having to do with some icy patches here and there. With a little bit warmer temperatures to start your Wednesday morning, we should be better in the world of road conditions, but still some slow spots. 169 northbound as you're traveling toward that junction of 494. We have heavy traffic here approaching that junction, a few cones in place, causing drivers to put the brakes on a little bit, using a little caution, and that is never a bad idea, of course. A little farther south, though, you do see the result of that. Still some slowdowns as you travel northbound backed up right now. It's a little sleepier behind the wheel. It apparently is young drivers. AAA reporting that people ages 16 to 24 tend to get involved in more drowsy driving crashes. So whether you're young or whether you're old, just remember, if you're getting drowsy, pull off the road before we have a crash. Well, crashes, traffic, not fun at all. But Emma Roscoe, ooh, the Mall of America, you know, the crosstown 494 heading there, always a hot spot. Right now, we don't have any crashes though in that area, so that is the good news. Right now, I want to start with a piece of exciting news. If you travel down in the Southwest Metro, a major ramp has opened. That is 169 northbound to 494 westbound. After a lot of work in this area, getting another one of those ramps open, another piece of the project complete. It only gets us closer to the finished product, and already we've seen some improvements. Although right now, just a note, 169 northbound traffic does start slowing at Highway 101. A shout out to Anel. Thanks for watching and waking up with us, the Fox 9 Morning News. He says he commutes early in the morning, so he rarely runs into traffic. We're checking out 694, where some of you heading in this direction will run into some heavy traffic. That's westbound. After a crash near Rice Street, flashing lights, we have the crash moved over the shoulder, but we do still see drivers forced to put on those brake lights. This is in the Shoreview area, but we do see traffic backed up into Vadnais Heights. Highway 100 in the northbound direction. An unfortunate driver ended up having an overheating situation with this vehicle. It was smoking for a little while there, pulled over to the side of the road, and doesn't seem to be phasing those vehicles. Motorcycle crash, car versus motorcycle over at the junction near 62 494. It was pulled off, I think, on Baker Road or somewhere over there, and I did see the motorcyclist actually pushing his bike himself, so it must not have been too serious. But if you do see a few flashing lights in that area, I saw a few emergency officials rush to the scene, so don't get too distracted. It doesn't look like a big deal, and we just want to keep everyone else moving along. Nothing to see here. The time now, 7:39. So Hey everyone, good morning to you. Some nice bright sunshine to greet you on this Wednesday. I'm Kelsey Sobey, and I like to watch what all of you are doing as you travel around town, but only to help you as you head out the door, of course, not just stock for fun. 494 here, eastbound traffic looking good, but you may just see the sun is so bright in your area that you'll have to put the brakes on if you're traveling in that eastbound direction, so prepare for that, and of course bring those shades. We have a few situations out there that may slow you down. Yeah, 35E northbound at 494. This junction, we do have the slowdowns underway. We do have a patrolman on the scene. Hopefully we'll get the situation figured out, exchange the information that needs to be exchanged, and we can all move along, hoping to improve the situation, because 755 now is not a good time to be stopping in the middle of the interstate. Here's a look at 35W southbound traffic, still heavy here at Highway 10, the Mounds View area. For westbound at Rice Street, that has been cleared away, so we now have that travel from Van Ness Heights into the Shoreview area moving along at a much better pace than we were just a short time ago. A little farther south, we not only have that crash 35E northbound at 494, we also have a stalled vehicle at 494 and Pilot Knob Road. And in the Southwest Metro, we had a situation 35W northbound at 50th Street, a car that overheated and pulled over to the side of the road. It also looks like we have an incident 35W northbound right at that Burnsville split. But some good news too, 169 northbound, that ramp to 494 westbound is back open. Well, have you heard about that Toyota recall? It affects 2.8 million people worldwide. Ever wondered what the heck you're supposed to do about it? I'll have information on who you should call if you're affected. That's coming up. We'll see you back here when the Fox 9.
Like, okay, you got sometimes like a half a block to walk.
Yes.
Okay, then
you're
47193, 47193,
But
did that one
it
day.
is helpful. I've had so many times you're digging for quarters.
Where are the coins, right?
Ask a stranger, a nice
No,
stranger.
You can swipe or you can just put in your coins.
Yeah, works out well.
There you go.
And that's not the only good news coming out of Minneapolis. The city of Minneapolis also tweeting that the 2012 construction season is almost complete, and actually they worked on nearly 70 miles of surface this season. So got a lot of work done. That's good news. A lot of construction wrapping up. Right now outside construction, article 494 westbound at Pilot Knob Road, so that's causing drivers to slow down a bit as they pass by. There's an emergency crew on the scene right now trying to tow that away. In the Southwest Metro, 35W northbound, an incident down by the Burnsville split has cleared, but we still have some heavy traffic approaching that Minnesota River Bridge. Eastbound traffic here, 494, the slowdowns, not just because the corridor is crowded, but also because we have some sun up slowdowns. The bright sunshine out there, so some drivers forced to put on the brakes. 35W northbound at 50th Street, watch for a vehicle that's pulled over to the side of the road. It appears to have overheated. We saw some smoke coming out of it earlier today. 694 westbound at Rice Street, a crash there has cleared away, so we are continuing to see the traffic in this area ease up a bit. And a little farther to the northwest, 169 southbound traffic looks very heavy. We do see speeds about 15 miles per hour between 94 down to 394. The heavy traffic you see on 394 itself. That is those of you heading toward the downtown area. Well, we've been talking about our recall, Toyota recalling 2.8 million vehicles worldwide due to a steering glitch. But have you ever heard about a recall thinking you may be affected and not sure what to do about it? Well, Toyota, for example, in this situation, all you have to do is toyota.com/recall, and you can actually just enter your VIN number and figure out for yourself if your vehicle is affected versus waiting and wondering whether or not you're going to get a letter from your dealer. So I thought about that. It's happened to me before, so thought I'd pass on that information. The time now, though, just about aiming toward the end of the morning rush hour, and as that happens, usually our speeds start to pick up. But we're looking at one slow spot still happening right now along the 494 corridor. Westbound traffic here forced to slow at Lyndale Avenue due to a crash just a little west of here. 35W near that junction. So westbound traffic very slow going as you pass by here, happening under an overpass. So already not a lot of room to work with down below on the shoulder, and we do see that eastbound traffic continues to move at a better pace than our westbound friends, but even they are slowing a bit to check out the scene. But strangely, the heavier traffic isn't even the backup heading toward where that crash happened, but actually it's what's happening once you leave there. As drivers are passing by, they never quite get that pace back up to the posted speed until you get toward West St. Paul. Still a stalled vehicle, Pilot Knob Road 494 at that junction, but drivers at this hour seem to be moving by it without a lot of trouble. 169 northbound, that ramp to 494 westbound, back open. That's a major opening for those of you traveling in the Southwest Metro, but just to warn you, we still do have some slowdowns 169 northbound, probably as people just adjust to continuing changes down in that big construction zone. 35E southbound starting to die down a little bit, but still some heavy traffic as you get into the St. Paul area. In the Northwest Metro, checking it out. In the wheel, who gets drowsy, who nods off the most? Well, according to a AAA study, it says that young drivers admit to nodding off the most and are involved in the most crashes where they say that drowsiness played a factor. Those are aged 16 to 24. So always a good idea if you are sleepy, drowsy, pull over, take a nap, stop, maybe wait till later to drive. We of course want to get everyone safely to their destinations. Guys, we're back over to you.